Hi friends! In this video I'm going to show you how to do a row of chains, or rather how to do a chain stitch. You use chains a lot in crochet, so make sure you have a slip knot on your hook ready to go. If you need a refresher, watch the video on how to do a slip knot. And to start, I like to use my pincher fingers. It's my thumb and my middle finger of my helper hand. I like to have them pinch right below that slip knot. And I always use the pointer finger of my working hand, just like I keep it right here at whatever loop is on my hook. I make sure that it's not going to fall off my hook. That's really what it's for. So you're pinching your slip knot, your pointer finger is holding your loop, and here is how you do a chain. So you're going to start with what's called a yarn over. So your hook comes in front of that working yarn and then send it behind the working yarn. So that yarn is really snaking around your hook. So that's called a yarn over, and you're going to hear that a lot throughout crochet. So once you yarned over, you're going to twist your hook down and then start pulling through that loop that was on your hook. But make sure you catch that working yarn too. And that's one. If you see just below my hook, there's a V, and that's a chain stitch. In crochet, your stitches are always going to look like V's, mostly sideways V's, like they're laying on their side. In a chain stitch, they do look like they're standing up like regular V's. So let's do another one just to keep practicing. So yarn over, the hook goes in front then behind, and twist your hook down, catch the yarn and pull through. That's two. And the yarn that's wrapped over, that's looped over your hook, does not count as a stitch yet. It's active yarn, so it's not a stitch yet. You actually have to do something with it in order to count it. So when you're counting backwards to check how many chains you've done, don't count the loop that's on your hook. So let's do a third chain. Yarn over, twist, and pull through. Try again. Yarn over, twist, and pull through. That's 4. Yarn over, twist, and pull through. That's 5. Let's stop here and take a look at what we've got. So we have a nice column of V's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The loop on your hook does not count as a stitch yet. And you know, as you get more comfortable with crochet, where your pincher fingers stay, where they go or where they move to, you know, you figure out what works for you. At this point in my crochet life, I like to chain 5 and then move my pincher fingers up. So let me show you what I mean by that. So I like to pinch right here at the 5th chain I just did, and I would go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Notice that my pincher fingers are far away from my hook. Usually we like to keep our pincher fingers right under the hook, but this is what's become comfortable for me. It's also faster. If as you're learning, you want to move your pincher fingers up every time you chain, that's fine too. So you could go chain, that's 11, move your pinchers up. 12, move them up. 13. You can totally do that too as you get comfortable with the motion of making a chain. And with crochet, your working hand is doing a lot of this, sometimes moving up and down like that. And your helper hand doesn't do a whole lot except for these pincher fingers. They're very important. So that's how you do the chain stitch. Quick inspection of what we're actually creating here. So as I mentioned before, with a chain, you have a nice column of V's, right? Just kind of stacked on top of each other like you were stacking, you know, plastic cups. They just stack on top of each other like that. And on the back, you have this third bar. We call it the back bar. Sometimes the pattern might call it the third loop, but really it's the back bar. And sometimes we might crochet into that. There are patterns when you get more advanced that might ask you to crochet the next row into the back bar. My cat's going to come into the video, but usually when you're starting your next row, you're going to crochet into just this loop that's kind of on the left, or the bar that's on the left. So there are two bars making up the V, and you would crochet into the just underneath the bar on the left. So that's how you do a chain stitch. In other videos, I'll show you how to do single crochet, half double, and double crochet, as well as magic circle and slip knot.